I'm Monica and I'm going to show you how to plant up a single kit 1 Polanter today. It consists of an end cap with universal hose connector, and inside it's already been connected with the porous soaker hose which filters the water into the soil. The end stop's really important because if you don't put that on, the water's going to shoot out. The kit 1 consists of 12 planting holes. There's also room at the top if you wish to plant 1 or 2 plants as well. So let me show you how to plant up a single kit 1 Polanter. We like to start with a couple of handfuls of pebbles or shingle at the bottom just to help with drainage. Then comes your multi-purpose compost. We like to use John Innes number 2, it's a good quality one. Just scoop a couple of trails into the Polanter at the bottom until it reaches the first line of holes. I'm using Viola today as it's September already. A good trick to do is soak the plant into some water and then squeeze it and mould it into a cylinder shape. Mould it up and then they're ready to pop into the holes. Just feed it through with your other hand. As you can see, my arm's down the tube. There we go. Same on the other side. Just dip it in some water. Mould it up nice and firm. Keep the roots solid together. It's quite important that you've got a good solid root ball on your plants, as if they've only just been planted out, they're not going to take very easily. But squeeze a bit of water out and pop it in the other side, pulling it through with my other hand. There we go. And then next step, just add some more compost in to the next level of holes. You can see the next one's a single hole there. I've got some slow release fertiliser mixed in with my compost. Keep adding the soil until you reach this next level here. Once it's showing on the next level of holes, just firm it down again and repeat it as before. Drizzle some water over it. Mould it up with your hands. You can be fairly firm doing that until you've got the shape and size that you think's right. And feed it through the hole, pulling it through gently with your other hand. Then you just keep adding layers of soil and planting. So you work your way up in layers up the Polanter tube, and we're ready now for the 12th plant here. There's also room at the top if you wish to plant 1 or 2 more plants just to finish it off. Let's have a look at the colour scheme. Sometimes you might want to do it symmetrical or mix it up a little bit. I think I'm going to have a contrasting colour now. My mum always tells me to wear gloves, but I never listen to her. When she watches this, she'll be telling me off. Mould it again into a cylinder shape. Firm the soil down and pop your plant through, feeding it through with your other hand. A bit of soil there we don't need. That's the 12th one. Then you can add 1 or 2 more at the top, a little bit more soil. I'm just going to add 1, go for a different colour. It's quite wet this one, so I won't add any more water. Just pop it in near the back. Add a bit more soil around it. Just firming it down as you go. I quite like the mixed colours on the lavender Polanter. I think they look pretty. There we go. I think there's probably room. I'll put another one in the top as well. There, firm down. Just need a bit of a clean up and we're done. So now your Polanter's ready to hang. You just need to locate the keyway slot that's at the back of the Polanter. That slots onto the bracket. It's ready to water with the hose. Simply connect it at the bottom and wait for the drips to come out of the bottom. Once you can see a few drops of water coming out the bottom of the Polanter, just simply disconnect your hose and you're done. After a week or two, your plants will have bushed out to make a super display. If you've brought one of our larger Polanter kits, just simply plant up in layers as you would for a kit 1, but you need to remember to stop at the ridge inside the tube there. You take your second tube, you find the cutout bit that goes at the back of the tube, feed your soaker hose through the middle, lining the cutout with the ridge at the back, slot it on, then your soaker hose clips onto the clip at the back of the Polanter. Next step is your interlocking pips. There's 2 of these and they go on either side to lock the 2 tubes together. You carry on planting up to the top.